and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Mr. Dancy Pants, and today we have another tutorial video, this time for the foxglove knot. This is a upper intermediate knot, and what we're going to need for this is a ring that is about a little over 1 inch in diameter. You can get these at Walmart, you can get these at any craft store. So it's a fantastic accessory to include with your tie knots, and I use them in several of mine. Now, before we get started, if you like what you're seeing on this channel, please hit the subscribe button, like the video, make sure you hit the notification bell so that anytime that I upload a new tutorial or gameplay or reaction video, you get a notification to that. It helps the channel grow, and it lets me know what kind of content you enjoy. Also, feel free to ask any questions or leave any comments down below in the comment section. So let's go ahead and undo the vest, take down the knot, and we'll begin. So we're going to start this knot with the blade on the right-hand side, the tail on the left. The tip of the blade is going to be about 1 hand's width from my belt line. We're going to go ahead and fold it in half and then fold it back on itself to get that crease that we look for, and we're going to bring it to the middle over our button line. Now we're going to take the tail of our tie and we're going to bring it over, through the back, to the top, and through. So it's on the right hand side. We're going to bring it behind the back to the left hand side, and then we're going to bring it up and back through the collar, over the top from front to back, and we're going to pull that through. This is a very common way of starting a lot of these knots. We're going to bring it back over to the right and across the front from right to left. All right, now we're going to bring it back under, up, through the top, and down the front. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take that ring that we were talking about. All right, we're going to thread it through the ring, kind of hold it out of the way. Now we're going to take the tail of the tie and we're going to loosen up this cross section right here, and we're going to feed the tie through that, making sure that we don't get it tangled up. All right, so as I have just done. So we want to make sure that this is coming through here nice and flat like this. Now we can tighten this up a little bit, but we don't want to tighten it up too much because we're about to use that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the tail of the tie and we are going to go ahead and thread it one more time through that ring. So you can see the ring is being held against the cross piece, just like that. So now we're going to take the tail of the tie and we're going to bring it around the back, just like that. And we're going to feed it back up through the cross piece. That's why we didn't want to tighten it too much. So that's going to come up and over. Now before we do anything else with this, we're going to want to go ahead and tighten this back up. So we're going to go ahead and pull from back to front on the top here. And now we're going to follow that line all the way through. So back to front on the top. And then we're going to take the right hand side and pull that down. That gives us a little bit to work with here on the left. So we're going to pull that left a little bit. And then we're going to take the tie here and we're going to bring it underneath. All right, so the remainder of the tail is going to come up and underneath right here. And that's part of why we wanted that to have a little bit extra play. So now the tail is not only locked and secured underneath the cross piece, but it's locked and secured underneath the top piece and is hidden. So it just kind of disappears in there. So now we can go ahead and finish tightening that up a little bit, or you can leave it so that it is just a little bit poofed on top. And then we can pull the tail just a little bit like that and even it out just kind of massage it a little bit there. The tail then tucks behind and into the space between the collar button and the second button. Just goes right in through there, and then we grip the waist of the tie and push up on the knot to tighten it where we want it. We can fiddle with that as needed. We can always kind of retighten by pulling up there, and then we fold our collar down. Then once you've folded it down, give it a final massage. And there we have it, the foxglove knot. So ladies and gentlemen, there you go, the foxglove knot. This is an excellent knot. I highly recommend it for either solid ties or ties that have a repeated small pattern like this one, rather than something that is striped. It's going to help the knot kind of sit a little more clearly and stand out a little bit better rather than getting lost in the pattern. Also, I recommend it for narrow collared shirts rather than wide collared shirts. So if it frames very comfortably almost straight down versus something that comes out a little more to the side. It is a thin symmetrical knot. So that'll be it for today. Thank you very much. Like I said before, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Until next time, take care.